Good morning, everyone. This is our third episode of Zimparks Tourism, where we are going to be talking about professionally conducted game drives. Now, last week we drove ourselves, but this week we are being driven. Now, one interesting fact that you need to know about Zimbabwe is that a quarter of Zimbabwe is under wildlife, half of which is in parks, the other half is in private facilities. So today we are in a private facility to show you that. We are at Pamuzinda Safari Lodge, which is just a few kilometers out of Selous, and we are going to show you what a professionally done game drive feels like. Now, a professional done game drive is done by a professional guide who has gone through some years of training on wildlife. So I've got Foster today, and Foster is going to guide us and show us the world of professional game drives. Foster.
You are most welcome. My name is Foster. I'm responsible for the game drive this morning. The land is about 2,700 hectares where we are going to be driving. It's basically plains game in the park. This is a very comprehensive field. What I'm talking about, there's quite a lot of challenges when you're driving. Like you are interested in birds, somebody interested in trees. All those questions, please just ask as we drive. I think we might as well get in our respective vehicle and then we drive. Please do not litter as we go.
Now, on our game drive today, where we are hands-free, I'm with my friends, Avro and Precious, and we've also got Kawisa in the corner in the dark somewhere there, and Victor.
This is the Miwamba woodland. It's very rich in terms of trees, birds, and the animals here are of different species. So we find out that as we drive, there's quite a lot of interesting sights. And then if you have any specific questions, please just highlight, and then we look into that. If we cannot find out what it is, we can always check when we get back to the camp. There's quite a lot of interesting things about an impala. We are seeing a situation whereby quite a number of them, they are females, and then we've got one male there. This is actually a harem. How a harem is created is during the rutting season, we've got a specific male who will come and chase the one who is actually dominating the harem, and that would be an average about 2 years that you can be in charge with the harem. We have got two heads, the breeding head and then the bachelor head. In parallel, people get very much excited, they get very much excited with them. And anachikona mombe, where is Webarik. A harem can be up to about a harem can be up to about 30 to 40 females. Wow. It all depends with the availability of resources. That's your eucria divinorum or diamond leaf eucria.
Okay.
When you're in the bush, you run out of your toothbrush and all that type of stuff. You can use that one as a toothbrush. It all depends which part of the country you do come from. This is also used as an aphrodisiac with men, to get the situation going.
One key difference, which is the fun aspect of going on a professional game drive where you're being driven, is that because your hands are free, you can concentrate on promoting local products through effective consumption. This is the fun aspect of being driven. You can't do this if you're driving. But then if you're in a place where public drinking is allowed, well, you're in a car, have your fun.
I was in a on a game drive like this, we have to be very careful about the distances between us and animals. We have to create what is referred to as a safe circle, whereby an animal will feel comfortable being visited, and so that we can enjoy the drive. In this particular case, we have the giraffes, we've got the zebras, and then the wildebeest. But now the question lies, which normally people argue over it. What color is the zebra?
Is it black or is it white?
What would you say? It's a very interesting.
I think it's white. And
Victor, what did you say?
Black, it is white stripe.
No, it's white and it's got black.
It's a very interesting combination which we would like to look at. Prince of Wales feathers, Mfuti. Normally you find it will have up to about 17 opposite leaves, whereby the Musasa would range up to about 4 to 6, and then Minondo 4 up to 5, 6. So that's the differences. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our trip. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Please do not leave your belongings behind. Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've been taken on a tour by a professional guide. Very different from driving by ourselves. So we even learnt about birds. We learnt more about the giraffe than just seeing that it's tall. And we come out satisfied. We've had our beers, we've had our drinks, and I can tell you, this is worth every cent. So consider the professionally run game drive after or even before you've done your self-drive game drive. Guys, what do you think?
The experience was fantastic. We learned a lot, and I do encourage every Zimbabwean to come through, visit your local national park or privately owned game park, and experience nature. Do a guided tour. You learn so much.
It's been an awesome experience, and the beauty of a game drive that you go with a guided one, with a professional guide, is you reconnect even with your past. Remember when we were in high school, primary school, and we're learning about all these trees, about nature, and now it's like reliving that, but now in a practical way.
So guys, we'd like to thank Foster for taking us through that wonderful, splendid game drive. Very informative, a very knowledgeable guide as well. So guys, this is an example of how we safari tour operators would take you on a professionally guided game drive. There's a lot that you can learn. You can ask questions regarding trees, regarding animals. It's a full package. Okay, so today you are at Pamuzinda and Chengeta Safari Lodge, which are part of the Zambezi Cruise and Safaris banner. Under this banner, we are a private tourism player. We offer accommodation services at our lodges dotted around the country, namely Karibe Safari Lodge, Pamuzinda Chengeta, and other lodges as well. We also have several houseboats on Lake Karibe, which locals can take advantage of to spend 2 or 3 nights on there as a family. So we are saying, as the local market, there are several tourism players. You can choose to have your game drive with professional guides at any destination of your choice. You can also take, you can use the national parks for your self-game drives. So there's a lot of scope for you to explore as Zimbabweans. But one thing we'd like to emphasize is that unlike the day trips that we usually do, which we offer, which will give you an experience yet, but let us as locals learn to plan our holidays. Let us take 2-3 months, know which destination we want to visit, we save towards it. That way we'll get to enjoy more of what Zimbabwe has to offer. Thank you very much for coming through.